expand it for more people, we could record it. But if literally no, okay.
And then I'll admit them.
Cool.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, thank you, Josh.
All right, sure. Hey, Justin.
Justin.
Hello.
Justin actually was at our other classes. So Justin, so nice to see you again. I'm so happy to see your face. Okay. Oh, and
Raphael John.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
You see these other kids who were with us before. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm excited. So let's. I'm thrilled. Okay, Josh, take over.
You get started. Okay, guys, welcome. Why don't you just tell me your name, how old you are, and something about yourself. And in particular, let me know if you've ever played, what card games you might have played before.
I played Solitaire on Windows XP.
Have you ever played Hearts or Spades or anything like that?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay, that sounds fine. How about you?
And played poker with my friends and something else. I don't.
Do you win?
But
But Raphael, what's the key question is, do you win?
I won sometimes, and I lost sometimes.
Fair enough. That's how it goes in life. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that's how life goes.
Yeah, yeah. Where are you? Are you also in California?
No, I'm from France.
Oh, from France. Oh, very nice. Justin, how about you? Have you played any cards before?
1 second there. I just had to finish my lunch.
No
I was
problem.
just trying to speed eat the banana bread.
good.
Hey, Justin.
Hello. I have a deck of playing cards. I've played
Brilliant.
I have played one other card game that uses playing cards.
Mhm.
But I've played a bit of Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and one called Keyforge.
I know all of them but Keyforge.
Okay, so Keyforge was made by one of the people who made Magic the Gathering, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right, and Corporal White is am I reading a student here?
It seems to be more. I don't know if they want to talk.
If they want to talk, they want to listen. That's totally fine.
He was also at the Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, very nice. Tay, how are you?
Oh, Tay, hi. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you guys' faces.
I love seeing faces. Tay, tell me a little bit about yourself. Have you played any cards before?
Yes, I've played most of the same games that Justin said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on Dungeons and Dragons. As a matter of fact, I have one of the original editions of the player's manuals signed by Gary Gygax, which is one of my prized possessions.
Wow.
I was very excited when Eric was teaching Dungeons and Dragons. I have a real affinity, but this is different. We're doing something very, very different here. All right, so what we're gonna do for the next few weeks is get an introduction to Bridge. And it used to be a lot harder to play Bridge because you had to get 4 people, but these days it's much easier because it's all online. And if you don't have enough players, the online system gives you robot players. So you can basically play Bridge Solitaire or Bridge with a friend and 2 robots, or get 1 robot filler, it doesn't matter. Whatever you need, they give it to you for free. So it's a lot easier these days to play Bridge than it used to be, although the most fun is when there's 4 of you together with a deck of cards is obviously the most fun. They were originally, the Bridge players of the world were challenged this year at first because the clubs had to close, but then they realized that it was actually a silver lining because there's so much online that was beneficial. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give you an introduction today to the structure of the game. How a deck of cards looks, how the game is played, the different parts of the game. And then over the next few weeks, once we finish today, you'll see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach you basically a special language that's used to play Bridge. If you've played Magic or Dungeons and Dragons, you know that there's a little bit of buy-in at the beginning just to get the gist of it, but then it takes a lot of time to get really used to it and to know it very, very well. It's the same sort of thing. You don't need that much to jump in, but as you play it more and more and learn more and more, it becomes a lot more fun once you really know it inside and out. All right. By the way, Justin, you have a deck of cards. Tay and Raphael, do you happen to have cards on you or no? If you happen to have a deck of cards with you, it's great. If not, I have images. I'm going to share my screen with you. and then you're going to see the images I have. So here we go. Share screen. There we go. Can you all see that? Phenomenal. If you want to leave your voices on, there's only a few of us. You're welcome to do it. If it becomes a background noise becomes a problem, we don't have to worry about it. But you're welcome to leave your mute off if you want. So, Bridge is a partnership game that is played with a standard deck of cards. And that means, for those of you who don't know, there's 4 suits: clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. You can see them, the symbols are here. The club is the black on the bottom, diamonds, hearts, and spades. There's 13 in each, 2 to ace. Ace is high. And they're divided up always, the whole entire deck, with 4 players. So the first thing we're going to do with the deck to play Bridge is we're going to shuffle and deal out an entire deck of cards, a standard deck of cards. If you ever seen a deck of cards, by the way, sometimes they'll say Bridge cards. It means regular cards, but they're skinnier. And the reason they're skinnier is because you have to hold 13 of them. And holding 13 poker cards can be cumbersome because they're so wide. So basically a Bridge deck is essentially just a thinner deck of cards, which you're holding up right there. Justin's holding up for everyone to see. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to be able to shuffle, deal, and sort your hand in seconds. It becomes second nature, like breathing. I've probably sorted and dealt, I don't know, 2-3 million hands of Bridge at this point in my life. I've been playing for about 30 years. There's no game like it. There's nothing like it. I've played every game. When I was in college, I played all the board games, the advanced board games. I used to play Diplomacy and Embers and Arms, if you know that one, or Dungeons and Dragons and Magic and Pokemon and so on. There was chess, obviously. There's nothing like Bridge. The amount of sort of logical thought and artistry that goes into it, and the high speed of it once you get the hang of it, there's simply nothing like it at all. There's nothing I'd rather do virtually for recreation than play Bridge, and I could play and have played for 13, 15, 16 straight hours. There's simply nothing like it. Each deal takes about 7 minutes. So you're getting a fresh start every 7 minutes, essentially. A regular deal looks like the one you have right there. Now there's basically 2 parts to Bridge. There is what's called the auction, which I'll explain in a minute. And then there's the playing of the hand. The playing of the hand is like any game that you've ever played that uses what's called tricks. A trick means each of the 4 players in turn, going clockwise, contributes 1 card. And the highest card of the suit led wins the trick. So since everybody has 13 cards, in every game of Bridge, there's 13 tricks, right? For example, if you look at the hand that you're looking at right now, we use cardinal directions, by the way. You see north, south, east, and west? So if you look at the hand right now, look at south. South has ace, king, queen, 9, 6 of hearts. So if south leads, if south starts with the ace of hearts, you then go in a clockwise circle, everybody contributing 1 card. So the deck of hearts would have to come from west. You have to play a heart. You have to follow suit. That's a cardinal rule in Bridge and any game of tricks. You have to follow suit if you can. So south will play the jack of hearts. What heart might north want to play? What do you think? Anyone can chime in. Justin, what do you think, Justin? What should north play under the ace of hearts? You have 4 choices.
So what could they play under it?
They have to play a heart. You have to follow suit if you can. So what heart would they want to play? What do you think?
I'll say 3.
Well, look at the north hand.
Wait. Wait, I looked at the wrong one. I was looking at east.
You have
Sorry.
but your logic is exactly right. They have the 10, 8, 4, 2. So you'd play which one?
2.
The 2, yeah. Play your lowest one. You're going to lose. You might as well try to save the other one for later, right? So the north plays the 2, and the east plays the 3, right? Everyone's just throwing the lowest card because they can't win. Then south goes on with the king of hearts. But now look at the west hand. You see the west hand? They no longer have any hearts left. So west is going to have to play something else. They can play whatever they want. If you can't follow suit, you can play anything you want. What's one card that west probably would not play on the king of hearts? What do you think? Is a card they would not play on the king of hearts? Raphael, what do you think?
The J?
The J means jack. Sorry, I apologize. I forget you guys aren't used to cards. A stands for ace. Here, look, I have a picture of it.
Ace? Yeah.
Hang on one second.
I'm-
I have a picture here. Here we go. A stands for ace. K stands for king. Q stands for queen. J stands for jack.
Yeah,
think
the
in
Jack,
you have
the
different-
J,
you have
the
different
J
names
one,
for these,
that
correct?
one. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So ace for A, K for king, Q for queen, J for jack. So going back to our game here, ace is the best, king is the second best, queen is the third best, J is the fourth best, and then the numbers in order. So if the South plays the king of hearts, now West has no more hearts. They have a lot of cards they could play. Which is one they probably would not want to throw away? What do you think? Because if you don't play a heart, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. So you got to get rid of something. What's one they might not want to just get rid of? What do you think, Raphael?
Ass, the ass.
Yeah.
the ace,
Sorry.
The ass.
Yes, correct. The ace of spades. You want to keep that for later and try to win with it, right? You wouldn't just want to throw it away. You want to keep that. So maybe he throws the 2 of spades, or maybe he throws the 4 of diamonds, right? Something very small. The rule in bridge is if you cannot follow suit, you cannot win the trick. The highest card of the suit led wins. The highest card of the suit led is going to win. So for example, if South plays the 2 of diamonds and West plays, I don't know, the 9 of diamonds, and North plays the ace of diamonds, and East plays the 6 of diamonds, North is going to win that trick. That's the highest diamond played, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Questions till now? That's bridge, basically. I've just basically taught you bridge. You're going to play out the whole hand, and you want to get as many tricks as possible for your side. Okay? You with me? Questions, Raphael or Justin?
Not for the moment.
Not yet. Okay, now here's the thing. In every hand of bridge, there is a master suit. And unfortunately, I have to tell you, I'm very sorry. The name of the master suit is called trump. I'm very sorry to tell you that. So the master suit is called trump. The trump suit is the best suit in the game. The trump suit is the best suit. I'm sure the president loves that. The trump suit is the best suit in the game. If you have the trump suit beats every other suit. So for example, and this that you're looking at, on the first, what's called trick. A trick means again a round of cards. South plays the ace of hearts. West plays the jack of hearts. North plays the 2 of hearts. East plays the 3 of hearts, okay? Fine. Then South starts with the king of hearts. West is all out. Let's say that spades are the trump suit, okay? So South plays the king of hearts. West can now play the 2 of spades because he's all out of hearts. And the 2 of spades beats the king of hearts. The lowest trump card beats every other non-trump card in the deck. Doesn't matter if it's an ace or a king or what. So what you want is for the suit that you and your partner have the most of to be the trump suit, right? So for example, in this hand, what does North and South team want to be the trump suit, do you think? Which suit does North and South want to be the master suit? Spades, hearts, diamonds, or clubs? What do you think? What does North and South want to be the master suit?
The K and the ace, heart.
The heart.
The hearts, correct, the hearts. The hearts are the best suit for North and South because they have 9 of them and the other guys only have 4 of them. They love hearts. They love it. But if East and West could choose, they would not want hearts to be trump. What would they probably want to be trump? Spades, hearts, diamonds, or clubs? What do you think? Which of the suits did the other side like the best?
Spades.
Absolutely. They have 9 spades. So who gets to choose? Who gets to choose? And here's how it works. There's an auction. You guys know what an auction is, right? Someone says, I got a Ming vase for sale. The bidding starts at $1 million. Do I hear 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million? Got 1,000,005. $1.5 million, $2 million, $2 million, $3 million, right? Whatever it is. I'm making up these numbers. I have no idea how much a Ming Vase is worth, but probably a lot. So whatever it is, you have an auction, right? And whoever bids the most money gets the Ming Vase or gets the red violin or whatever they get, right? So in bridge, you can't bid money. It's not poker. You can actually play for money, by the way. Raphael, I'll talk to you later about that. But you don't usually play for money. What do you bid in bridge is you bid tricks. You make a pledge, a commitment to take a certain number of the 13 tricks of that deal. And whoever bids the most tricks gets the trump suit. Whoever bids the most tricks gets to call the trump suit. Okay? What's the most number of tricks you can possibly bid? 13. That's all there is. You can't go higher than 13. There's no more than 13 tricks. You can't bid more than that. It doesn't exist in a deal, right? There's 13 cards, 13 rounds of playing, 13 tricks. That's the most you can bid. The least you can bid, though, if we started at 1, that would get very boring very fast. So the rule of bridge is, if you want to open your darn mouth, you got to at least take half. And that means 7. You have to commit to taking 7 tricks. So the bidding starts, you know how with the Ming Vase, they don't start with $5, Justin. It's not like they say, okay, I got a Ming Vase, it's priceless. Do I hear $5? $5. Do I hear $10? $10, $10, $10. Do I hear $10.50? $12. It doesn't go that way, right? It starts at a
No,
million.
they start at 10 cents.
10 cents, exactly. So the bridge
That
bids
sounds legit.
7 tricks. You have to bid 7 tricks. But as long as we're bidding 7 tricks to 13 tricks, just to make it a little easier on our brains, instead of 7 tricks to 13 tricks, we bid 1 to 7. 1 means 7 tricks. You always add 6. You add 6 to make it a majority. So if you bid 1, that means you're bidding 7 tricks. If you bid 2, that means you're bidding 8 tricks. All the way up to bidding 7, that means you're bidding 13 tricks. And you guys better have a lot of high cards if you're going to bid 13 tricks, because you can't even lose a single one, right? So take a look at this for a second. Where is it? Okay. I make this bigger. Let me see here. I can. You see here, my cursor, 1. You see what I'm pointing at?
Yes.
That is a bid of 2 clubs. How many tricks has somebody promised to take if they make that bid? Raphael, what do you think? If the bid is 2 clubs, how many tricks have they promised to take? You remember, you always add 6.
8.
8 tricks.
8.
8 tricks, and then clubs gets to be the trump suit, right? Probably because you have a lot of them. Yeah? And number 2, if you bid 4 spades, 4 means you have to take
10.
tricks. 4 plus 6.
10.
With spades as trump. 4 spades. 7 no trump. NT stands for no trump. And it's not because you're a Democrat. It's because you don't like any suit more than any other suit. 7 no trump. The jokes are endless, guys. Stay all night and try the veal. I'm here all day. 7 no trump. 7 no trump means you have to take every single trick, all 13, but there's no trump, right? Usually you would do that if you have cards in every suit. You don't like one suit better than the other suits. 3 no trump means you have to take 9 tricks with no trump suit. No trump suit, 9 tricks. 5 diamonds. Again, 11 of the 13 tricks, you can only lose 2. By the way, we could do this backwards as well, by the way. If your bid is 2 clubs, we're going to try your math skills here. In bridge, you don't need a lot of math. You have to be able to add and subtract from 13, though, okay? If your bid is 2 clubs, how many of the 13 tricks can you afford to lose? This is higher math section of the game. If the bid is 2 clubs, how many can you afford to lose? Justin, what do you think? If the bid is 2 clubs, you need how many tricks? You need 8. 8 of the tricks. How many total are there? 13. 13 is the magic number in bridge. 13 is going to come back and haunt you in your. So 2 clubs goes up to 8 tricks out of 13
5.
means you can lose 5 tricks. Exactly right. Raphael, I do not hear the fireworks, but happy July 14th. Happy Bastille Day.
Okay. Thank you. It's
So,
really loud over here.
Josh, I have a question.
yes, please.
I am not understanding, I mean, I'm understanding the rules, but I don't know, for example, like if it's my turn, then I say what? I say,
Yeah,
like, I don't know, how, like if I have 3 people in front of me or just another person, like how do you play this thing? I understand the rule.
that's a great question. I'm going to get to that in about 90 seconds. About 90 seconds. I just want to get out these basic language before we can get there.
Oh, got it.
You get the idea. If your bid is 5 diamonds, that means you need at least 11 of the 13 tricks. You can only afford to lose 2, that means, and diamonds will be trump. Okay? All right. Now back to our hand, which is just a random hand. Here we go. Now here's how the game goes. Somebody deals each hand, and the deal passes. So I don't know, we can say North will start. It doesn't matter. Somebody starts. You play a hand of bridge, and you pass to the next person. Then East will start. He'll deal, or she'll deal, I should say. And she'll deal out the cards, and she'll start. There's 2 parts of bridge. There's the auction to figure out who's going to be choosing the trump suit, who's going to be the offense, and who's going to be the defense trying to stop them, right? There's an auction. And the auction goes in a circle too, just like the game. The auction goes in a circle. East, south, west, north, east, south, west, north. It keeps going around and around and around until there's no more bids, right? Eventually somebody wins the Ming vase. Eventually somebody wins the auction, right? Once the auction is determined, so let's say, let's see, 5, 10, 12, 19. So let's say the auction stops and south finally ends up in the word is a contract. You've made a contract, a solemn vow and the contract is 2 hearts, 2 hearts, right? So that means south and north need to make 8 of the 13 tricks. Extras are great. Over tricks, extra tricks, no problem. But you have to make at least 8 of the 13 tricks. East and west are the defense. They are going to try to stop you from making those 8 tricks as best they can. And the play begins. How does the play begin? The person to the left, step back vocabulary word. Whoever is the lead of that offense, he is called the declarer because he declared the contract. He's the declarer because he declared the contract, okay? He's the declarer. To his left, that defender will lead to the first trick. And then you play 13 tricks. The defense is trying to stop you from getting your contract. But here's what makes the game interesting, a few things. First of all, the partner of the declarer is called the dummy. It's nothing personal. The dummy, after the opening lead, puts his hand on the table, lays it face up, and the declarer plays both hands. The dummy shuts up. That's why he's called a dummy. He's just like a dummy on a lap. You cannot, whatever you do, it's because the declarer told you to do it. You don't get to say a word. The declarer is going to do the whole thing. And that's very interesting because that means that the offense can make a coordinated effort, marshaling all of their cards together in the most sensible way they can think of, right? But the defense, they can see half of the offense, but they can't see their own partner. They have to figure out from the way the cards are played, from what they see in the dummy, they have to try to figure out the best way to stop the declarer, and they don't know what their partner has. So in this example, if South is in 2 spades and West is on lead, West has no idea that East has the ace of clubs. West has no idea that East has the king of diamonds, right? West doesn't know, does East have the jack of spades? I have no idea. I don't know what my own partner has. We have to figure out a way to coordinate our efforts blind. Whereas the offense can see their entire assets together and make a coordinated effort. Now here's the thing. if we were in a room together, I would dedicate half of every class teaching you how to play and defend well, play the actual cards out well, and I would give you half of every class teaching you about the auction. The thing is, the auction I can do right now on Zoom very easily. It's not hard. I can teach you how to bid, right? I can teach you how to bid, what it means. The playing is something I'm gonna put you on with robots to do. You're gonna have to practice on your own. Because playing is something you just have to do. I can't teach you to play. I mean, I could, but my God, you're gonna bang your head against the table within 5 minutes. What you really want is to play. You don't want me to tell you how to play, you wanna play, because it's so much fun. So what I'm gonna emphasize in certainly these first couple classes, I need to teach you how to bid. What do I mean teach you how to bid? Well, look, you and your partner, when you're bidding, how are you supposed to know how many high cards you guys have? How are you supposed to know how safe, how much money you have, right? How are you supposed to bid for the Ming vase if you don't know how much you have in your account, right? And let's say you're bidding it with your wife and she's got money in her account and you've got money in your account and you don't know how much she has and she doesn't know how much you have and you both really want that vase. How do you know how high you can bid? So what you do is the early bids you make are actually a coded language describing your hand to your partner. And her bids to you is describing her hand to you. And you guys are telling each other, here's how many I have of each suit. Here's how many high cards I have. And trying to figure out what do we want even to be trump? What's the best suit we have in common? A. And B is, you can't see me, right? That's a problem. You can't see me with my fingers. I'm doing the whole finger thing. Here we go. If you can figure this out. There we go. So number one, twisting this. Number one, how many high cards do you have? How high can you bid? How much money is in that account? And number two, what do we even want to pick as trump? What's our best suit in common? I mean, you guys are looking at the hands. You can see that North and South want hearts to be trump. You can see that East and West want spades to be trump. They don't know that. They got to figure that out. So what I'm going to do with you, especially today, a little bit just today and next time and time after, is teach you the secret language. Now, it's not cheating. Why is it not cheating? Because the opponents are listening too, and they have the same language. They're listening to what you say. When you're describing your hand to your partner, you're describing it to the opponents also. And that's part of the game too. There's nothing you can do about that. The first thing we need to do to be able to describe our hand.
What if you used your own secret language?
That would be called cheating, and people have been banned from the sport for that. That is the premium way of cheating in bridge, is by saying, this means I have 4 hearts, this means I have only 2 hearts, and this right going like this in the hands. That's cheating. You're not allowed to do that. And people get caught cheating sometimes, but usually only at the highest level. And it's like if you're a vegetarian and you're going to cheat on your vegetarianism, don't have a hot dog, have a steak. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my students, I'm a teacher, I'm a professor. I tell my students, man, if you're going to cheat and get expelled, don't do it on a quiz. Like cheat on the final. Like seriously, you're going to risk expulsion on a quiz that's worth 1 point. That seems stupid. Unless you're playing for high stakes money, people don't usually cheat. What's the point? Why are you playing? Life is short. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do it, but for the most part, people are honest. People are honest. If you're playing high stakes bridge, there are ways they can detect you from cheating. There's ways they can do it. For example, well, online, it's very easy. You can't see your partner. You can't give any hand signals, right? They can't see you. But even when it's in person, they'll put screens between partners, soundproof booths if they have to. There's ways to do it. But only at the highest level, people really have an incentive to cheat. You know, when you and I are playing bridge for fun for a couple hours, like, why are we doing this if we're cheating? It seems so pointless. But you're right, you could cheat. But this isn't cheating. So what we have to do, first of all, is figure out a way to quantify the value of our hand. And the system I want to teach you is called the point count system. It was invented at the very beginning of bridge. Bridge, by the way, is about 100 years old. It comes from an old game, a French game, an English game called whist, and it evolved into auction bridge, and now it's called contract bridge. So this is about 100 years old, and very early in bridge, this is what they invented, guys. Can you see this? So it's self-explanatory. I want you, when you're looking at a hand, to give yourself 4 points for every ace, 3 points for every king, 2 points for every queen, and a point for every jack. Pretty straightforward, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Which means, if my math is correct, I'm a historian, not a mathematician. But I think if my math is correct, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 10. And there are 4 suits in bridge. So 10 times 4 is 40. That means there are 40 high card points in any deck of bridge, right? Is my math correct? I think so. What you can also do in bridge, long suits are really valuable. Long suits are really valuable. And if you think about it for a second, it's obvious why. If I have, let's go back to our hand here. Where is it? Here we go. Look at this hand here. Let's say there's no trump, okay? There's no trump. He plays the ace of hearts. He starts with the ace of hearts. Comes jack of hearts from west, 2 of hearts from north, 3 of hearts from east, okay? Then he keeps going the king of hearts. West throws away something. It doesn't matter. He can't win. North plays the 4 of hearts. East plays the 5 of hearts. Now South plays the queen of hearts, okay? You with me still? West throws away something else. North plays the 8 of hearts. East plays his last 7 of hearts. You with me still? Then South plays the 9 of hearts, okay? West throws something else away. North plays the 10 of hearts. East now has to throw something away. North's 10 of hearts just won the trick. Isn't that nice? But I want to point something out to you. Look at the South hand. South still has that 6 of hearts. If South can get the lead back, let's say with a club, that 6 of hearts is going to win. Nobody can beat it. It's the last heart in the game. Nobody can beat it, which means that long suits are valuable, because if you keep playing it enough times, you'll be the last one left with it. And those are tricks. So besides giving yourself points for your high cards, ace, king, queen, jack, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself points for long suits. Every card after the 4th card, give yourself a bonus point. So for example, here, South takes an extra point for the 6 of hearts. West takes an extra point for the 2 of spades, and an extra point for the 4 of diamonds. These guys don't have any long suits. All right? So most of your points will be high card points, but I want you to give yourself points for long suits also. All right, the last thing we're gonna do today, because I know this is like, I just flooded you with a ridiculous amount of information, and we're going to review and build on it and review and build, so don't worry. But the last thing I wanna do is practice evaluating some hands, okay? Let's start with this one. How many high card points does South have? Count up the points. I'll tell you what, I'll do South with you, and then you guys will do the rest. I'm gonna call on you, all right? I'm gonna get Socratic on your butts. So here we go. The jack is worth 1 point. The ace is worth 4, that's 5. The king is 3 more, that's 8. The queen is 2 more, that's 10. The king is 3 more, that's 13. Jack is 1 more, that's 14. And then we're gonna give him a bonus point for the long hearts, 15 points. You guys see how I did that? This hand is worth 15 points. And as you get to play bridge a lot, I like to do things in 5s. This is how my mind works. I do 5, 10, 14, and a bonus point. I've done this so many times, it becomes second nature. Like anything you play, when you're playing, when you're playing, what do you call it? The card game, Magic, the Gathering. It becomes second nature. You don't even think about it anymore. All right, let's do this one. Who wants to volunteer to try to, Justin or Raphael, which of you want to try to do this one? How many points do we have in the West hand? Total high card points. What do you think?
Okay. So let's see.
Start
So
with the
4,
spades and work your way
6.
down. We have
So
6.
4, 6.
What's your 4, 6? Okay, good.
7,
Uh-huh,
8,
uh-huh.
and then 10.
10 high card points, plus a bonus 1 for the 5th spade, and a bonus 1 for the 5th diamond, so 12 points total. Excellent, excellent. We lost Raphael temporarily. I'm gonna give him the last. Raphael, you there?
My father is.
Oh, you're there. Phenomenal. Do you want to try to add up the points north?
Yeah. Hmm.
We have here for the king is worth. Here's again your, where is that? There it is. The king is worth 3,
3.
right? Ace is worth 4 more. Queen 4 is 7. And then the queen is worth 2 more after that. So 9 points.
Yeah.
Hand is worth 9 points. In my head, do whatever works for you, like anything. For me, I go 5, 9. I always look for 5s. It goes faster in my head. I can do this very quickly. King and queen is 5, and the ace makes it 9. So it goes faster as you get practice with it. And the last one is east. He only has 2 high cards. So the king is worth 3, the ace is worth 4, that's 7. 7 points total. Questions till now? What you want to do to play is basically, and this is what I told my kids when they learned, practice with a deck of cards. Get any deck of cards. It doesn't have to be bridge cards. Any regular deck of cards with the 4 suits. Shuffle it, deal it into 4 hands. Practice suiting it, separating it into the suits, and adding up the points. Just do that, I don't know, a few times, a couple times a day for 2 minutes. It becomes second nature before you know it. And by the way, it's good for other games as well. There's a lot of games based on bridge, like hearts and spades, euchre, many, many, many games based on bridge that have the same principles. So it's not a waste. It's not a waste of your time if you like to play games. It's going to pay back with interest. I think I have a page that gives us more practice. Yeah, here we go. So look at this hand here. So you see this number 1. How many HCP stands for high card points? Well, we have 5, 9, 10, 12 high card points, right? That's 12. How many, that stands for distributional points? Well, he's got 6 spades. Those last 2 gives him an extra bonus point. That's 12 plus 2 makes 14 total points. You get the idea, right? The long suit doesn't have to be where you have your high cards. Long suits are great even if you don't have your high cards there. You always like to have high cards. I know you'd rather have high cards, but sometimes your long suit doesn't have high cards. Them's the breaks. That's life. You got to go with the flow. So for example, here, 4 and 2 is 6. The jack makes 7. This jack makes 8. 8 high card points. The extra heart is an extra point. 9 points total. Hide this. Oh, sorry. Oh, this time you got a big hand. You got to take off your shoes and socks, count with your toes. You got an ace is 4. Queen is 2 is 6. The jack is 7. The king is 10. The ace, 4 more is 14. 3 more is 17. 14, 3 is 17. Queen is 19, counting my toes. That's 19 high card points. 0 distributional points. This is a totally balanced hand, no long suits. So 19 total points. And that. Does that make sense? You need to give yourself a point value. And I'll tell you why. When you start to learn the bidding next class, you need to be able to quantify to your partner how many points you have. They won't necessarily know exactly what the points are, but it gives your partner a sense of how strong you are. And they'll give you a sense of how strong they are. And then you can figure out how to go. Does that make sense? Raphael and Justin? Questions till now? All right. I know that our brains are getting full, and I don't want to go any longer, but I want to show you a site that you can go to, okay? It's free. It's called bridgebase.com. Sorry, I'll just do it this way. Bridgebase.com, okay? You can go to it now if you like, if you're on your computer. Bridgebase.com. You won't be able to, you click play bridge now. You'll have to make yourself an account, but the accounts are free. You don't have to pay for it. You have to make yourself an account, but then it's free. You log into your account once you get it. And again, it doesn't cost any money. And you just go to solitaire at the top here. You see the solitaire on the very top? You click on solitaire and you can just play bridge for free as much as you want. They'll give you robots. And voila, bridge with robot opponents and a robot partner. You see what happened here? Your north is you're always south. North, your partner passed. East, your partner passed. Now it's your bid. You can pass if you want. You don't have to bid. You don't want that Ming vase? And go? All right, then don't bid in the Ming vase. Just pass, right? Wait for the go. If you want to bid, you bid a number from 1 to 7, and you bid a suit. So let's say I have a lot of clubs here, right? See how many, I have what, 6 clubs and damn good ones. So I'm gonna start 1 club. Wow, this one ran fast. They all do their bidding, and then it's your turn again. You get the idea, right? I'm gonna pass, whatever. All right. And then you play, and that's it. The final contract is 4 hearts. 4 hearts. And you play bridge. And that's how it goes. You can do this for free as much as you want. I need to give you a couple more lessons so you understand a little more what's going on here with the auction, what the bids mean. But I just wanted you to see this so you get the idea of the mechanics. I can teach you the mechanics right now. It's very easy, but you need to know, what does it mean when you open 1 club? What does it mean when you open 1 spade? What are you telling your partner exactly? What does it mean when you open 2 spades? Why would you open 4 spades? Why would you bid 4 spades? You need to know what these bids mean, and that's what we're going to spend our classes on for the next few classes. It's like learning a language, but it's an easy language because there's only about 15 words. There's the numbers 1 to 7. There's the 4 suits. There's no trump. You could pass, and there's what's called double. That's about it. That's all the bids, but they mean different things in different order. Depending when you say it, it means something very, very different. So that's what we're going to spend our time learning over the next few classes. What does it mean when you open 1 club? What does it mean when your partner opens 1 club and you tell him 1 spade, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's basically what we're doing here. It takes a few lessons to get the gist where you can really play on the computer and know what's going on, but it takes a lifetime to really master it. I've been trying for 30 years and I still suck. So, you know, you do the best you can. It's like chess in that regard. It takes a lifetime to master. After a few lessons, you can have fun playing with your friends. But it's amazing. And actually, one of the things about it is, unlike in any other sport I know, and I don't care what my wife says, this is a sport, damn it. Games are sports. Pokemon is a sport. Bridge is a sport. Chess is a sport. I don't care if you sit in your chair and get fat. It's a sport. But the thing about this sport, unlike other sports, is that you can play against Michael Jordan. I'd like to play a game of one-on-one basketball with Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. No problem in bridge, because all you have to do is pay your entry fee, and you can play bridge at the highest level tournament with the best players in the world. It's amazing. By the way, they'll destroy you. You're going to lose badly, but that's okay. I would lose one-on-one basketball with Michael Jordan badly too. It would still be a lot of fun to play one-on-one with Michael Jordan, even though I'm going to lose 100-0. Maybe I'll get 1 basket. But in bridge, you can play against the best players. Anyone can play. It's a democratizing game. It's amazing. So this is bridge. So again, you go to, I'm going to type it in one more time. You go to bridgebase.com, play bridge now. You get yourself an account, okay? Become a member, it's free. Once you have your account, you log in, and this go to solitaire. And you can play all the bridge you want. Just play bridge for free. You can play all the bridge you want for free against robots. That's it, that's how it goes. For now, any last questions for today? I know I've given you a lot. I do not want you to panic. I swear to you, you will understand all of it as we go through it. I'll review, I'll reinforce. I taught my own kids when they were 6. They learned it, it's okay. You'll manage it, trust me. It just takes a little bit of repetition to get the gist of it. So I don't want you to panic because we did so much today. Are there any questions at all before I let you go for today?
Not really.
It makes sense? All right, again, the best thing you can do between now and next week is to practice dealing hands, sorting your hands. When you play on the computer, it sorts it for you. So that's easy. You can, if you want to do that, just do that. But practice sorting your hands and counting your points. It should become second nature that this hand has 13 points. I can count it in 3 seconds. This is 13 points. And that's what I want you to get to. Second nature, you can count the points very fast, right? 5 and 4 is 9, and 3 is 12, and the fifth spade is 13. And I can just keep doing that. I can just keep, reload site. I can just keep, oh wait, a new game. I guess I have to go back. Here's a new, just do a new one. Here we go. And this one has 5, 7, 10, 11, 21 points, plus the 22 for the last diamond. That's how fast I can do it. And you'll do it that fast too. You just have to do it a few times and it becomes second nature. You just count, because after all, think about it. It's just 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 in different combinations, right? This is basic math. So you'll have no trouble with it at all. You just got to give yourself practice, that's all. This, by the way, is a ridiculously large hand. This is a very strong bridge hand. You have more than 20 points is more than half the points in the deck, so that's pretty good. You won't get this hand very often. If you get this hand, Rafael, bid high, bet high. Okay.
So this is fantastic.
Are we good?
This session is no, it's okay. This session is recorded for you guys who want to go over it as many times as you want.
Please
And
do.
put it up online.
Absolutely. If you want reading, just, do they have a way of emailing Raduca to get emails to me or to you or something like this, or no?
They can do it through the site, but you can exchange right now emails and.
So I'll tell you what I'll do. I don't mind. It's just a couple of you. If there were 30 students in the class, I think I'd be hesitant, but it's just us. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to stop sharing, first of all. I'm going to go to chat. Okay. And again, happy Bastille Day. This is my personal email address. You are welcome to it. It's not a secret.
You can put it in chat.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
So that is my personal email. If you have questions while you practice, you can email me. If you want more reading, I can get you some free reading online. I'll give you links to free reading that goes over what we did, and you can even go ahead if you want, so it becomes easier the second time. Feel free to email me about any of this. And just get ready for a lot of fun. You have to pay your dues. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take us, a couple hours to learn all the meanings of the bids, but once you have it, it's a lifetime. I'm telling you, I learned this in high school from a guy who was about my age and taught me and my friends, and I still play with them to this day. There's nothing like it. The only thing that comes like it really is chess, I would guess. The balance between strategy and sort of the art form, reading the people and so on. But chess takes so long. It's just so slow and agonizing for one game. And bridge is 7 minutes. You just keep going. Oh, it didn't work out. Next hand. People, when they play bridge in person, they talk. They, when you're over 21, they'll have a beer. Like they're really, it's an extremely social game. And chess is just so intense. I never got into. I respect chess. It's a very difficult, challenging game. I just never got into it. It's sort of like high-level poker in a regard, but poker has that cheating aspect. You're not just allowed to sort of give signals and false signals. You're encouraged to do it. In bridge, you don't. It's all the logic of the bidding and the play. And that's where all the science is. If you like, do you play Sudoku out of curiosity? The Sudoku boards, you play it, Marley? I love Sudoku. So bridge and Sudoku actually have some things in common. You have to use inference like Sherlock Holmes. Wait a minute. That person, like this, you go like this. That person during the bidding, they showed 7 points. And I already saw they have an ace and a king, which means they can't have any more high cards. So the other high cards have to be on my other opponent's hand. And now how do I play differently knowing that? It's that kind of inference that happens all the time in bridge. And it's like, if you ever saw the movie Rounders about poker, the way Matt Damon walks into a room, if you haven't seen it, by the way, it's a very good movie. But Matt Damon walks into a poker room and just reads every hand immediately. He's just done it so much, he can pick up on these inferences. That's how it goes with bridge. As you get to play it more, you just pick up on these inferences, it becomes second nature. And it's a lot of fun. There's this, I'm literally in 11 minutes, I'm playing an online game with my partner. I told him I couldn't play it at the 1 o'clock in Pacific. I have to play 2 o'clock. So I really, I think you're not going to be unhappy. And like I said, once you learn bridge, lots of your friends, especially as you get older, maybe go to college, they're going to be playing other games that are similar, like hearts and spades. They're just knockoffs that are a lot simpler, but it's the same principles: tricks, trump, high cards, that kind of thing. That all works the same. So it's a good investment. Any last questions?
These kids look
Arlene, we haven't met before. It's great to meet you. Raduca, it's great to see you again.
Thank you, and thank you so much for
It's
being
my
with us. And
absolute pleasure. It was
being here.
see you in 1 week.
Okay, see you in 1 week.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guys, meet us for creative writing later. Okay, you're gonna love it.
3
Thank
o'clock.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Goldie Goldblum's. I know Goldie personally. She's amazing.
Oh, you do? Yeah, she really is. She did amazing
Ah,
classes.
she's amazing. Yeah, amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
I love it.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
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 Let's see.